Salute to all the real ones out there. It's your boy Mike coming at you again with another video. Alright. Y'all like the content that I've been dropping, the direction that my channel was headed in. I need you to like, comment, subscribe, and share my videos with anybody you think may benefit from them. Alright. You know, it's nothing but positive vibes over here. I'm trying to become the best man that I can be and drop videos to anybody who has the same mindset, because you know, I figure like all of us changing at the same time collectively on an individual level will have a ripple effect on the entire world. So my channel was small, but by y'all showing support by liking, commenting, subscribing, that will only improve the YouTube algorithm, so other people will, let's say, catch my video in their feed and might have some interest to join our community. You know what I'm saying? This is like a little movement I'm trying to start here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into today's topic, which is trust the process. All right, trust the process. So the thing is, a lot of us like feel like we're not where we want to be yet. Me especially. I mean, I'm an impatient person. I feel like, dang, you know, I should be where I want to be already. You know, I'm 35 years old. I still haven't copped a house. I still haven't made any major purchases since like when I was 22 and I got my little Cadillac DeVille. I don't have a kid yet. I just feel like as a man, there are many milestones that I have yet to reach. And being hard on myself, I feel like, damn, you behind schedule. So I feel like I'm backpedaling, trying to play catch up. But in the grand scheme of things, there's probably a lot of things that are gonna, my wife says it all the time. She said, you're probably going to get hit like a fist with all the things that you've been expecting from the universe. So when I look at it like that, then I'm motivated on a daily basis, because it's like, hey, just stay motivated and keep doing what you're doing. The universe is conspiring to actually get everything that you want and deliver it to you all at once. And by you having the right mindset, staying motivated, and being able to, let's say, take care of whatever is in your control at this moment, you will be very stable on your square and able to catch all the stuff that you receive at the same time. So like, case in point, I'm a person who wants to be financially free. So it doesn't make sense that I would have got $1 million back when I was financially illiterate, because though I was never dumb with money totally, I still would not have anywhere near the amount of knowledge I have now about what to actually do with the money. Like, in theory, it would have sounded good. I would have said something like, yeah, I'd invest, I'd do this, I'd do that. I knew about mutual funds, but I didn't know about index funds. You know what I mean? Back then, there was no cryptocurrency. So everything I would have been doing would have been, let's say, late in the game. But with crypto, I've been already invested. I'm late with, like, let's say, Bitcoin, but I still invested in it when it was only $7,000 worth. Now here it is, almost double of that, and projected to go higher. Chainlink, for example, I copped. That shit was only like $2 when I got it. Now it's over here. It never goes below 10. So, you know, it was good that I was able to take, let's say, a shot at that cryptocurrency before I'd even hit really big. I mean, even right now, there's really a lot of positive signs about crypto being the wave of the future, especially when you think about this new world order and the cashless society. Like, it'll be good to already have money invested in crypto like I've been doing. But I couldn't have done that if I was rich already from the past. I would have probably blew a lot more money than I would now. I mean, at this point, I'm pretty much saving about like 75% of each check that I get, which is unheard of for countless people who don't even have, like, let's say, $1,000 in their emergency fund should something happen. So just understand that, like, in this process of life, everything happens for a reason. You just can't see it in the grand scheme of things. It's like always whenever you look back with I made a video about hindsight being 2020, like what I would do if I had the knowledge that I have now and went back in time. But that's of course impossible, you know. So I was just more speculating on what I would have did different with everything I know now. But hindsight is beautiful because it gives you an appreciation for what happened back then to help you understand where you are now in this stage of life. So hopefully you're making good experiences and you're not like locked up in jail now thinking, damn, when I robbed that gas station, that was a dumb move. Now I'm over here locked up for 10 years. Yeah, of course, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about more, maybe you had a kid when you were 27 years old, and before the kid was born, you were stressing about, damn, I don't know what I'm going to do, and am I prepared, and this, that, and the third, and your mind is over here working up all these things, and maybe you regret getting the girl pregnant, or if you're a female, getting pregnant by the guy, right? Then your kid is born, and then it actually makes, let's say, the two of you come together and sacrifice and become actually a strong family unit. And now maybe you're motivated more than ever before because you're loving something and your life has taken a different trajectory. Now you're focused on the livelihood and the health and welfare of your child versus being like, let's say, a 27-year-old who's all about hitting up the clubs and drinking every weekend and doing some bullshit. So, had you not known, like, had you lived your life and, let's say, aborted the baby, you wouldn't even know about all the stuff that would have happened in your life on a positive transformation. You see what I mean? So it's like everything happens for a reason. Now, my advice to all you guys who feel like, damn, I'm not where I want to be, is to hold what you got and do what you can to improve so that when whatever you're expecting comes down the pipeline, you're prepared to catch it. So like, let me give a simple example. Like, I got guys that, for example, be talking about women all the time. Man, I wish I had dang, my bad, my back is itching, but damn, I wish I had a fine female. I wish I had this relationship. I wish I had that relationship, right? But then when I think about what they're doing on a daily basis to make that actually true, it's like, dog, you're not making it easy for the universe to conspire for you. I mean, why should you get some beautiful chick if you're not doing anything to actually attract her by making yourself high value? Let's be honest. If you was a beautiful female, what would you want? You would want your counterpart. You don't want to be a fine ass woman, you know what I mean? You over here catch dudes whipping around, looking at you everywhere you go, offering the whole world, hey mommy, you looking good, da da da, throwing game your way every single time you go out in the real world and in the virtual world. Why the fuck would you now get with some dude who still live in a basement with his mom and doesn't have a license, and if you ask him, hey, so what you trying to do with your life, he shrugs his shoulders and complains about how the world has treated him. You know what I mean? Like, that's weak. You got to be in a position of power, you know what I mean? If you want to attract this beautiful woman. And the law of attraction states that you attract what you are. I mean, seriously, you don't like your life. You don't like what's going on in your dating situation. Look, it's time for you to take a hard look at yourself in the mirror and admit to yourself that maybe you're not where you need to be to attract all these things that you expect. That's women included too. Y'all females be tripping like a motherfucker. He better be 6 figures, 6-pack, above 6 foot. Like, bro, above 6 foot is already like what, 14% of the world population? No bullshit. Like, look it up. You above 6 foot, like, out of 10 people, you're 1.4 people. That means like the overwhelming majority of people are 5'11" and under. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying, like, for females that be expecting this, that, and the third from a dude, be over here with 3 kids, different dads, talking about some, oh, I want this, I want that. Like, dude, how are you going down a list of criteria about all the stuff you want? Like, damn, you got some crazy audacity. And then what's the result? Reality is unapologetic, bro. You ain't gonna get it. You just simply ain't gonna get it. And that's male, women, it don't matter who you want to name, what example you want to name. If your ass is not deserving of what you expect, the universe is not gonna serve it up. So hold what you got and try to improve to make it easier for you to receive these things. It's kind of like, you ever heard that quote, help me help you? You know what I mean? Like, come prepared. Help me help you. That's what the universe is screaming. Whatever you want to do, I'm going to give it to you. The whole world is abundant. But help me help you. All right, so I'm gonna give y'all a couple examples of what I mean about like trusting the process. Where when I made a decision, it might have seemed like it was a bad decision or ooh, there was a level of uncertainty, but then I still wound up getting what I expected. All right, so first example I'm gonna tell you is when I was working as a waiter slash like sandwich maker in the Italian restaurant called Fazoli's. Now what happened was I was 16 years old and I was working there until and then I turned 17 and I continued working there for like basically, it was basically from like April. Yeah, it was April of 2002 until October of 2002. Now, the reason why I quit is because basically I had a manager that told me, out of all the other people that's still in high school, everybody else get to have off, but then he gonna tell me I gotta close on the day of homecoming, the homecoming dance. Now the thing is, I'm a senior in high school, and I didn't. And at the time, like me and my girlfriend was like beefing, so or no, we hadn't even came together yet as a couple. We were like talking, but she was talking with somebody else at the time. So somebody had already asked her to the dance, and she was gonna go with him. But I ain't gonna let that like mess up my swag. Like I'm gonna sit at home. I ain't get to go with the girl I want. No, fuck it. It's my senior year. I'm gonna show up to homecoming and just have it on smash by myself. So I had already went and got a nice outfit. My mom was gonna let me drive her little nasty 1998 Camry that was fully loaded back then. And I had plans, right? So I talked to my manager. I'm like, yo, why am I on a schedule to close? Like, I put in a request to have off. Oh, well, hey, I need people on that day. You know what I mean? Everybody else is taking off. I was like, I mean, I feel you, but you know what I'm, hey, dude, this is my senior year. I'm not about to miss homecoming. I didn't go all the other years specifically because I wanted my homecoming to be epic, senior year. He want to go back and forth with me talking about if I don't do it, then, I can basically quit my job. So I was like, okay, you think I'm playing? I was like, listen, I'm gonna come to work, but around like 9 o'clock, I'm leaving. And he said, if you do that, don't come back for your. I was like, no, no. What's gonna happen is I'm telling you straight up, I'm gonna quit then, and the only time you gonna see me is when I come to pick up my next check. Now, for the average person, that's a real ballsy move to make. And then on top of that, it looks like, dang, you don't even have another job lined up. So why would you just quit? Nope, trust the process. What happened was I quit exactly like I told his ass. 9 o'clock, yup, quit, went home, took a shower, got dressed. I actually felt like my swag was on level 10, bro. Went to the dance, was seen, you know what I mean, jumped around, got to take pictures where everybody was moving how I wanted, left early. Like I was just feeling like the fucking man. Drove around, listened to that Squad Up from Lil Wayne in my mom's car, which sounded so good on the little system. Y'all don't know about that Squad Up, but yeah. You know, what happened right after that? Got to school. Like literally a flash in my mind came up about getting hired at this Pizza Hut. Went up there, hollered at them. They literally hired me right on the spot. And I was making 50 cents more than I was making at Fazoli's. And I started literally like the very next week. So here I am going to pick up my check from Fazoli's. And I literally got my outfit to start my first day at Pizza Hut in the car. Like, look how crazy that is. I go get the check and boom, I'm over here with another shirt on working at Fazoli, Pizza Hut the first day. Trust the process, all right? Another thing is like, I'll jump to another topic is like when I got back from Iraq my second time, right? So this is 2010. I remember I was in the Warrior Leadership course. So if y'all don't know anything about that in the military, it's basically like when you make sergeant, you're going to have a lot of different responsibilities that you need to be prepared for. So the Warrior Leadership course is a way that they kind of test your ability to lead other soldiers, right? So I naturally am like a leader anyway. So as soon as I got into the course, I was the leader. And I was always being like the last one to eat, the first one who had to like beat up, the first one who had to show up as an example, and this, that, and the third. And I was kicking ass during the Water Leadership course. But there was one moment where we had a break. And I remember right in the beginning of the break, back then I used to smoke Black and Milds. Like I took out the Black and Mild and I got hit with like a hard epiphany where I felt like I was about to meet somebody special and it was time for me to basically already start acting as if. So basically, acting as if I've already met her, how would I change my behavior? So from that day forward, I started to pretend like I was already married with the woman that I always pictured in my head. And sure as shit, right when I got to Germany, like 3 weeks later, I met my wife. You know what I mean? And it was after a tragedy. My grandfather had died. I flew back into Germany feeling sad. And as I was going up to my base, I realized that we had a 4 day weekend. Called up my wife. Everything happened the way it was supposed to. And now me and her been together for 9 years. And I look forward to the day that we have kids because I'll be able to tell them like a real awesome story on how we came together and everything that led up to our current relationship in the present day. So trust the process. Uh, Another one is like Corona. So real quick as I wrap up this video, you gotta think Corona has been very uncertain for everyone. It's destroyed the livelihood of so many people. But I was in Thailand enjoying a vacation when I got word about Corona. Me and my wife go back to Germany. Let's go ahead and just chop it up real quick about how that happened. First of all, I was still getting paid for my company. That's very lucky. I'm thankful forever for that. Second of all, I got my motorcycle license when every other business was shut down. So the driving school that I went through, luckily, was still open. Got my motorcycle license. What else? My wife sold one of her salons. We celebrated our 34th and 35th birthdays. I'm over here kicking it while everybody else is going through the meat grinder back in Kuwait. Then when I come back, now we're working 24-hour shifts. So it's like getting paid more than before Corona. So what I'm trying to just tell y'all is just trust the process. You know, I know sometimes it seems like everything is messed up or you're not where you want to be. But as long as you're proactive about trying to improve in your situation, I feel like the universe always has your back. You just have to help it help you. So with that being said, like, comment, subscribe. I'll holler at y'all in the next video.